Welcome to the Daily Bill. That's right. This is the Daily Bill live. We live here on the Daily Bill today. We here in the sanctuary. This is yours truly, Supreme Cypher. And we're gonna take a few minutes just to kick it with you live. Just to really talk to the people. Y'all know what it is. When I'm live, you can always email. You can send me a inbox. You could even call if you choose to. But we here. I'm here in the sanctuary. We're doing the live, and today I'm gonna talk about why I left. It just seems to be a question that that's been brought up a few times with friends and family, and don't get it wrong. I don't feel no need or no obligation to really explain myself in any way, shape, or form. But what I will do is I'll do it for those who choose to understand my version of it or understand my side of it, and because we've all have encountered situations that we just have to leave. You just got to get out of there. You can't. You can no longer do it. You can no longer. You can't deal with the pain. And a lot of it is just that's why I left. I really couldn't. Really like deal with the pain. And plus, another thing is, you want to, sometimes you just want to start over. You know, um, but I know for me, a lot of it was, dealing with my dad. Um, that was a lot of the reason why I stayed around was just, for my dad to, you know, I didn't want to be too far away from my father. And, those that knew that I know that I'm a daddy's boy. And, I love my father dearly. So, you know, I did pick up and leave before. I picked up and I went down to Charlotte. But, a lot of you know that. Went down to Charlotte, and then, I was down there for a while. And then, at the end of the day, it was my father that brought me back. And that was because he started to fall ill. So I wanted to be near him. And I spent the last 5 years just making sure that I was around. And to a degree, I wasn't as happy as I could have been. A lot of that was, my doing. Because my father used to always say is, don't let me stop your life. And, all my siblings knew that. All my siblings knew that was one of his favorite sayings, that, he never wanted nobody to really stop their life on account of him. And, so, when you just try to you hear that. So I just still tried to live my life and still tried to move forward. But, a lot of, like I said, a lot of it was just him. That's a lot of the reason why I stayed in New York City. And, it was because of him. And, when he left, honestly, I felt like it was time for me to leave. Um, did I get lucky and things fall into place at that exact time? Yeah, well, sometimes you get lucky and things fall into place, and that's what happens. And on that note, I get a bell on that. So things just happen to fall into place. So me making my move and me deciding to pursue my dream of really getting out there and doing it myself. Hey man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I live a lot of my life as a nomad, and you know, and as a nomad, your job is to go out there and search and look for your your home, someplace you can hang your hat, someplace that you can start a family in. And I'm one of the lucky ones. I found it. So that's what basically what it is. A lot of it's dealing with my father, and you know, because I don't really say it's family issues because I don't really care what anybody thinks. But just majority of it was, was dealing with my father. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Right now, just sit back and listen to this freestyle by my man Stevie Steve. So gone.
Alright, let me get this out the way quick for you. I ain't here to get all sentimental and shit. It was hard smoking. Only right I spit it for you before I start smoking. If my homies hear this shit, they probably start joking. Like, look at this nigga, he sounding heartbroken. But it's only right I say how I feel and what I'm thinking. They say you don't know what you have until it's gone missing. We used to have a relationship, then it started sinking. Said I was the one thirsty for you, but you started drinking. Going out, all in pictures, knowing that me and you had problems, but you ain't wanna fix it. I think you just want attention. Trying to play me like I'm stupid, but I'm smart to check it. Here's a lesson, you can't school me like I'm on suspension.
Peace, I'm back. This is Supreme Cypher here with the Daily Bill. And basically talking about why I left. I decided to jump on live and see why, see what it is. Check the email and see what we got so far. Okay. Alright, we got Crystal Morales. She just hit me with an email, and her question is, how did it make you feel to get up and leave everything that you love for someone or something that you love? Good question. I guess how it make you, of course you're scared. Obviously, you wouldn't be a human being if you're not scared. And yet, though I claim to be, this supreme being, and all those wonderful things, at the end of the day, I'm still human. So absolutely, I was absolutely positively scared. Did I have butterflies though? No, I did not have butterflies. The ride was long. Gave me a long time to think. It wasn't. I never once had a second thought. But I did think long and hard on it. Even the day before I left, thought long and hard on it. Thought about it when I was standing online. And it is hard to leave everybody that you know and love and your familiarity. But I'm a strong believer in it. You know, you got to leap out on faith. And when you leap out on faith, you don't know if the grass is greener on the other side. You don't know what's happening over there. You're just leaping out on faith to make that move. I spoke about this before. It's about being strong. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for those that are, just not willing to make that move. And I'm truly willing to make that move. I love where I'm at. I love the people that I'm with. I love my life. Things are only going to get better. In not only in my personal life, but in, my professional life as well. And and I think this is the beginning of something brand new. I really do. You know, um, this may be where the daily build actually builds up at. You build it up in one area, then you move to another, and you build it there, and and then you go to another area and you continue building, and it's a good build, and I'm gonna continue to go with it. I really am. But thank you for that question, Crystal. That was a good question. We got somebody else that just hit me with a email from Tony Williams, and this person's question is, do you like where you are, and is there room for growth? Absolutely. I love where I'm at. Um, I love it because I've never been here, so it's something new to me. Um, I went out with today with my wife and my kids. We went out, had to make some moves, and it was like a kid in the candy store. I had never seen areas like this before, and I was used to tall buildings, trains, massive transit, rude people, crowded streets. It was pretty much none of that. You know, um, It's funny that people out here say that the traffic is bad, but it really didn't. I don't know. It was all right. It's a lot of hills. Is it room for growth out here? Absolutely. It's definitely a place to, um, to gather what you need to gather and get what you need to get. And is it a place that you could possibly raise your kids? Probably in different areas. Um, it probably is, but it's not a place that I want to be. For an extended period. Maybe I estimate five. Maybe 4 or 5 years. Um, my wife says maybe she wants to do a little less, but it depends on how you do it. That's simple. It is what it is. Um, and it's just about keeping your goals straight, and having that communication. So could it happen in 3 years? It probably could, but um, I'm more of a we're both very realistic thinkers. I just I guess me being with a little age, a little older, um, I could probably foresee a little bit more mistakes. Um, maybe a bump in the road that maybe my wife hasn't seen or hasn't predicted yet. But that's the point of having two people in the team. That's the whole purpose of it. You have one that is uh, you're supposed to have one that's very seasoned, very well groomed. Um, pretty much know what the job of a captain is, and you have the other one that's that is the same way, but there's more optimistic and more you know get out and get them. And I think that's my wife is she's more go out and get them, and I'm more of just a laid back and I watch and I very quiet with it, and that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? So but that combination is a beautiful combination. So we go take a quick break. Try to take one more question and continue on with the Daily Bill.
All right, whoa, whoa. You know how this shit go. Whoa. They know I'm a one-to-one. Yeah, I told them I wasn't done. When really I've just begun. So don't try to jump the gun. I was low, but I was up to some. You was hating, getting nothing done. Now I'm feeling like LeVar Ball on these young boys. I just be sunning them. I ran it up, now I run the town. Fucked it up, I don't fuck around. When you fucked up, ain't no one around. When that money come, they wanna come around. I'm on the road, I need a rose, a rollie so I can just bust it down. She wanna ring cause I'm buzzing now. Niggas ain't telling me nothing now. Fuck what you think. I gotta cover the drink. I just had it off in the spot. I look like I just came up on the bank. I think I've done it again. I'm going up like a plane, and I never slack. No, I'm staying on track like I'm stuck on the train. The perkies be numbing the pain. Fuck with the gang and you get your jaw broke. Eyes over here, we all woke. I got bitches and they all go. She said,
What's going on? This is the Daily Bill with Supreme Cipher. My final build is basically that, you know, the reasons why I left is personal reasons why I left, and I chose, to do what I needed to do for me, for once, and not for anybody else, and not for anybody else's um, pleasure or for anybody else's, whatever they, I'm living my life, and when you choose to live your life, you do it in, the fashion that you choose to do it, and I'm pretty happy with it, you know. You can say what you want to say, but I'm eating steak and potatoes, you know what I'm saying, and laying up with a beautiful woman. And you could be eating peanut butter and jelly and laid up with that ugly chick. And you can have fun too. You can be happy.